start with, let's say we're going east. To start with, my reward is on the inside of the last pole. So they know to finish driving to here. And then they can hand touch here, or I'll toss a toy here. Okay? And once they get the idea to keep looking for that, then the toy are the reward. And toy, remember, toy food, all depends on what you guys are using, gets placed further and further away until it's about 2 feet out or dog's length out. Okay? I try not to let the humans toss the reward, because this is such a hard concept. If they toss the reward, the dog starts looking for the human, and they don't look for the poles. So then you get the dogs who pull out at pole 10. So I like the reward already on the ground, and I try to get them used to that already. Okay. So once I get them in there, and everything's set up, and they understand their job, I do every maneuver that I can think of that happens out on the agility field. Okay. Which is rear crosses, where you send your dog ahead, go shoot, and I verbally support them, okay? So there's some people that will be quiet. I'm not into that. I want to drive my dog because I'm going to go there, shoot, 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 so they know to finish their job. If I'm quiet, my dog would pull out, okay? But right away, after my dog, 1 or 2 times through this, they understand, oh, my reward's over there. I'm already pulling off. Shoot, 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 shoot. My hand is here supporting it, because that would be real life. I never change anything in my handling that's not going to be real. Okay, shoot, 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 and let them get the reward and then come to me. Okay, so rear cross lateral, rear cross speed, where I run the straight line. Blind crosses, okay? And it might be a little hard to beat them sometimes because they're not bending, they're running straight. So if I'm trying to beat them out of the poles and I can't, I might cheat a little bit and toss a cookie that way, and then get a little head and tell them to shoot, so I can get down there. But if I'm going to get down here, I'm going to go ahead and get my blind cross in. Okay, let them get their cookie, come to hand. I'm going to go ahead and get front crosses in, like if I wanted to come to that white jump. As they're weaving, shoot, 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 shoot. Front cross, get their cookie, take the jump. So everything I think of happens so they can't be wrong, because right now they're in jail. Okay? So they're not, if they quit driving, I race them to their cookie. That's where that race game comes involved. Oh, you didn't try hard enough, is mine. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like 10 different maneuvers. You can do blind crosses, front crosses, rear crosses, laterals, sins, recalls, sitting in a chair. I do all that right at the stage. Okay? And letting them know they can handle it all. Then once they start understanding it, okay, the first thing that starts moving away is the middle of the weave, X-pins. So I pull this out, just kind of like this. So if they wanted to jump, they could, but there's still enough pressure, hopefully they won't. Kind of like this. I leave that there, because that's going to be enough pressure. The entries and exits are the hardest, okay? And I do my 10 things. Boom. 10 successes, no problem. Then I'm going to come to this side. Exact same thing. Pull out this. Okay? Boom. 10 things, okay? Now, let's say, oh crap, they keep jumping one of them, okay? If I have enough guides, I might double guide it, that one area, or just once. I will put the X-pin on, run them through it, and then take the X-pin away. I don't want to leave the crutch there too long. I want them to figure out how to be right and how to be wrong. Okay? Then I do it again. And this is probably a 2-week process. Okay? And then once I think they understand it, then these are kind of totally being pulled out. Okay? Like that. Okay? And then I'll do the other side the next day. Questions so far? No. All right. And then I forgot the one thing I work my entries, which is no hand, you know, just like we're doing that jump around the clock. So I'll stand here, go shoot. The dog has to leave my side, figure out how to turn in, and then once they turn, I'll race them to their cookie. Okay? Or I'll come here and do it. But my feet are always facing the entry. I never do it here and expect my dog to go that way. Because reality is my feet are always going to be there to help them. Okay? Or I'll come around this side. And I'll do the exact same thing. Around the clock, go shoot, go shoot, go shoot. You know, until I'm all the way here. Shoot. And they have to, this is a hard entry. They have to learn to kick out, make the turn. Okay? So I'll do that too. Alright, so the dog is working hard. Lots of rewards, lots of play, play, play. And it depends on your drive of your dog. You know, if people, a lot of people can come out and do 10 different things. Some people can only come out and do 5. And then they come out later. Okay? Then, okay, I'm not going to remove that side of the X pins because we're going to train a little bit. But, let's say X pins are gone. Once X pins are gone, X pins never come back. Or the chicken wire. Never.
Even if they start?
Yeah, exactly. Even if they start jumping or having issues or whatever, I will come up with other devices. Okay, so let's say I had this and both of them are gone, Fido keeps jumping out, I don't have an extra guide, I'll put a wing here. Let's say it's one area. Or a cone here. Something. Okay, I don't want to dick around with bringing these back. And again, it's only there twice, and then it goes away to see if we had success. Okay? So yeah, I'll just come up with some type of barrier where I can just put a block there. Traffic cones work great, double guides work great, something like that. Okay? And then, okay, I gotta see how I'm doing. So then my guides start coming off. Alright? So when my guides come off, this is the most important part. I start in the middle, okay? I take off half of it, and I set it on the ground. And I do my 10 things, okay? Had good success. I take off the other half, and it's gone. Okay? It doesn't come back. If again, I have a lot of mistakes, half of it will come back. But hopefully by now they are starting to understand to drive through. And then once this side is taken off, then I come on to this side. And I'll take off like half, put it on the ground, 10 times, and then take off the other half, 10 times. Okay, a lot of people lay them on the ground. I don't lay them on the ground, it's too visual. I want them gone. I don't want to babysit this stuff too much. Okay? And then 10 times great, then this one comes off half, 10 times, doing all different things. Then this one. And it's gone. Okay? And you just work in and out. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay? Until I get to 0 guides. Okay, so I'm not working this side to this side, and it doesn't matter if I go right or left side, that doesn't matter. Okay? Until let's say all the sides are off, this is my last guide to come on, and Fido's doing great. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I get to move my, so when I move it in, and this one's broken, so you'll see this one has a hole 3 already. Those are a hole 4, but I couldn't unscrew this one. So when I move it in 1 notch, every guide comes on. No X pins, but the guides come back on. Because now I've changed the footing for the dog and I've changed the picture. So I put all the guides back on and we start the whole process over with all the different crosses, taking off half of one, taking off the full one, all that again, working my entries, doing blah, blah, blah. And then after I do success and getting everything off, I go in a hole. Well, guides are off, and then I go in a hole, guides come on, until I have them straight. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a lot, but I mean, you see the process of it takes a long time, but it should, when I say long time, you know, you weed pulls in 4 months, probably.
That sounds long.
Yeah, but
I mean, not.
from point A
That's
to point
why
B.
That's why I didn't want to do it wrong.
Yeah. And I never teach 6 pulls.
Okay.
You just have to reteach 6. So if I'm going to teach this, I'm going to teach it.
catch him or?
Oh yeah.